Evan Ingram, come on down. You are the next contestant on the Denver Broncos' infinite search to find a new tight end. Will the Broncos sign him? I don't know, but we're here to talk about it in this video. But before we do, guys, I want to shout out the affiliate partner for today's video, Green Gridiron Helmets. Use code DENSYN, DENSYN, link in the description below to save off your first purchase on authentic NFL helmets, from small replicas like this one behind me to full-size authentic helmets. They've got it all over there. So use code DENSYN, DENSYN, link in the description below to save off your first purchase from Green Gridiron Helmets. Thank you so much to them. And now back to your regularly scheduled content. As you guys can probably infer from this video, news just came out not even 15 minutes ago that the Jacksonville Jaguars have released tight end Evan Ingram. Ingram had spent the last 3 years in Jacksonville after being a former first-round pick by the New York Giants back in 2017, where he spent the first 4 seasons of his career. There are multiple red flags for me with Evan Ingram. I want to go ahead and lay out all of them because I don't think this would be a good signing at all for the Denver Broncos. I already see people saying, go get Evan Ingram, go get Evan Ingram. Yeah, I don't know, man. He does not move the needle for me very much. Let's go ahead and start off with the fact that he is on the wrong side of 30. By the time the season starts next year, he's going to be 31 years old, and that's kind of the age where we start to see the production plateau and even go downhill for tight ends. So, I don't know, man. That is the first red flag for me with Evan Ingram. The second one is injuries. He only played in 9 games last season for the Jaguars, and only averaged 7.8 yards per catch on his targets. He was targeted 64 times, 47 catches for 365 yards, and only 1 touchdown. Career low numbers all across the board. So I don't feel like Evan Ingram is going to be that impact player on the Broncos offense that people think he might have been. Maybe if we were getting the Evan Ingram from 2023, for example, you could probably work with that, and in theory, you could maybe try to reharness that here in Denver, but with him being over 30 years old, we're starting to see a pretty drastic decline here. Going from 10.5 yards per reception to 8.4 yards per reception to 7.8 yards per reception, that is a steady and consistent drop-off there, and I think it's only going to get worse with time, and that's why the Jacksonville Jaguars opted to move on from him, because they know that Evan Ingram is low-key washed. Other reports that are coming out are indicating that the Denver Broncos might be interested in New Orleans Saints tight end Juwan Johnson. One report from Benjamin Albright said that it's a foregone conclusion, basically, that the Broncos are going to sign him. I don't think that's going to deter the Broncos from taking a first-round tight end if they were to be able to get Colston Loveland or Tyler Warren, but I feel like at this point, bringing in a guy like Juwan Johnson, who's proven in this offensive scheme, he's younger than Evan Ingram is, and he's the same type of tight end, a little bit smaller in frame. Ingram's 6'3", 240 pounds. I got to look up on the fly what Juwan Johnson's measurables are. Pardon the informality of this, but I believe it's somewhere in that same area. His measurables are 6'4", 231 pounds. So Johnson, a little bit taller, but also a little bit lighter than Evan Ingram is. So they're both kind of that same caliber tight end where they're kind of just smaller tight ends, bigger receivers, can't really block. I'd rather take a chance on a player like Johnson, who's basically the same type of player that Evan Ingram is, over a guy like Ingram who is aging and is prone to injuries. So for me, Evan Ingram, I am staying far away, but I've already seen people on Twitter saying go get him, so I figured I'd probably throw my opinion in, and you guys can do with it what you will. Be sure to leave a like on this video, guys, and as well as subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. And let me know, guys, are you guys like me where Evan Ingram does not move the needle for you at all, or would you guys be endorsive of the Broncos bringing in Ingram? Maybe a 1-year deal for close to the vet minimum. That's the only way I'd be cool with it. Otherwise, nah, I'm good, man. All right, and until next time, Broncos country, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.